from his studios in New York, it's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. It's just like listening to traditional radio, except for you can bring it wherever you go, wherever you are, whenever you are. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time is when we're live Monday through Friday on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. You could pick up that live feed embedded on the homepage of wakeupcalldt.com as well. And if you want to hear back a conversation, want to hear back a show or a segment that we did, you can go to wakeupcalldt.com and click on TuneIn, Spotify, Stitcher, the RSS feed, Podbean, YouTube, iTunes. Any of those venues are going to get you what you need, including this conversation that we have coming up live here right now. So make sure you listen into the archive and always listen to us live like you're doing right now. Cole Wade is here with me. It's not the first time that we've sat down and spoken with one another. We got to do that at the Wildcat Sports Pub, where every single month I sit down with West Genesee athletics, like the young men and women such as Cole Wade here, to have an opportunity to speak with him and to showcase West Genesee athletics, showcase the teams, showcase the coaches, the players, and their futures. And so it's always an honor and a privilege to be at the Wildcat every month in Camillus, New York, with West Genesee. And it's also an honor and a privilege when these young men and women have the opportunity to continue playing the sports that they love at the next level and speak about that or whatever they're going into. So with that being said, Cole Wade has made his decision to play defensive end for Springfield College, and I am elated to have him on the show because not only is it an honor to sit next to him with West Genesee, but to now see that Cole Wade is going to continue on with this beautiful sport of football at Springfield means a lot to the community, means a lot to me, and obviously means a lot to Cole. So with that being said, we're here to celebrate that this morning. Cole, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Doing awesome.
And Cole, you made the decision to go to Springfield. Bring me into it, just what your recruiting process was like and what ultimately brought you to Springfield.
All right, so I'll start off. About 6 months ago, I was doing my college search. I was looking for potential fits for colleges I could go to continue my education and continue my football career. And I was reaching out to a lot of colleges, and a lot of them, I wasn't getting a lot of answers at first, and I was getting a little frustrated. So I was going down my list, and I get to Springfield. That's somewhere I was looking at for a while. I definitely wanted to reach out, so I ended up reaching out to them. Next day, Coach C gets back to me. He says they like my film. They're interested in me, and they want me to come visit. So I was definitely excited about that. So through the next few months, kept in contact a little bit. The next time I saw them was at a camp that went well, and they really, compared to other schools, Springfield's always just stood out to me. My first time visiting there, I loved campus. I loved it there. I just got that feeling that it was the place to go, and I just kind of went from there. I did some thinking about where I really wanted to go the next few months. Visited Springfield 2 more times, and I knew that was the place, so that's how I chose Springfield.
So you reach out to Springfield, and you go over there, you go to visit, and ultimately it just feels right. What made it feel good to you? What made this the best fit for you? Did you get a sense of it feeling like a home away from home at all? Just what was it about Springfield? It's not too far away in Massachusetts. What made it special?
Yeah, it really did feel like a home away from home. I just like everyone, like the culture there, it's more than a team. They call it the brotherhood. Everyone there really cares for each other, and they're all working for each other, and that's like their mantra. And I really agree with that. Like coming coming off this season, that's how we were as a football team. We were like a brotherhood. We had that mentality, and I love that. And they emphasize that a lot more than any of the other schools I talked to, and I really love that. And I just felt comfortable at the campus. I love the facilities. I loved everything about the campus. Yeah, I just got the feeling when I was there that it was the right place.
Speaking here with Cole Wade, who's coming from West Genesee and will be heading to Springfield College to play for the football team coming up this upcoming season. Cole, you can already look at the schedule. Have you kind of peeped the schedule a little bit here and taken a look at what's coming up and what you have, to be excited about? Have you gone into any of that at all? I mean, are you kind of itching already to get there, or where do you kind of stand on everything? Have you taken a look at what's to come?
Yeah, I have. I looked at the schedule the other day. I know, I think it starts off with Western New England, which that's a big rivalry. Definitely excited about that game. Last year, they won that game. They beat Western New England. And also, I think Union College is a game to look forward to. They lost to Union College this past year, but it should be a game where should look to get revenge on them, and should be a good game.
Knowing that, you are part of this team called the Pride, I want to do a little play on words here with you, Cole. What does that word mean to you, the word pride? When we look at West Genesee and we look at Central New York and upstate New York, what type of pride do you have for where you've come from and the team that you played on already?
I have a tremendous amount of pride for everywhere from where I've came from and the team I played for. Like, we've been playing with each other for a while, and we just wanted to make West Genesee football good again, and we've been working. It just means, to work hard and be passionate about what you love, and what I love is football, and that's what it means to me.
Getting to play at the next level for the NCAA Division III side of things, just what that has meant to you, to go throughout your time and your history of playing football, picking up a football for the first time, playing at West Genesee, knowing that this is real now, knowing that it's official now, knowing that this will happen and you will play college football. Just bring me into the feelings and the thoughts on that, to realize a dream that you've had for a long time.
Yeah, it really has been a dream for a long time. Like, ever since I was in 8th grade, I just told myself I wanted to play college football, and I wanted to make it happen. And that's been my goal for the past 4 years, is to continue my education in football at the college level. Like, 4 years ago, I came from about 106 pounds. I was a backup for my middle school football team, and I just worked from there. I spent a lot of time on football and just working towards my goal. And every time I've maybe thought about quitting or something, I just think about how bad I wanted to play college football and how bad I wanted to get here today. I just used that to make me work even harder when I thought about that. And I didn't know if I would ever get this opportunity, but I'm extremely happy and grateful that I'm getting this opportunity. And it's just a dream come true, honestly, because I've been thinking about this for the past 4 years of my life and working towards this. And now that's finally going to get to happen. It feels amazing.
And when you have this opportunity, speaking here with Cole Wade, once again, defensive end coming from West Genny and heading off to Springfield, like you said, since 8th grade, this has been a dream of yours. Who would you say helped to really support this dream and be there? I know you've thanked your coaches and your parents, but to go a little bit deeper into what each of them have done, and if there's somebody that you haven't mentioned that you'd like to mention in the grand scheme of things that fostered this. And as you said, listen, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. Who are the people around you that were saying, yeah, Cole, you are going to do this, and we're going to be here for you as you do this?
Yeah, for sure. Coaches and parents were huge factors. My parents my parents are staying on me every day about my grades, and like just every time I had doubt in myself or something, they kept me on track and told me why I shouldn't feel that way, why it's all going to work out in the end, why you should keep working hard, all that stuff. And same with the coaches. Like there's been a lot of like bumps in my road. I've struggled with school in the past, and I've really figured out how to turn that around. I found a lot of it within myself, but I wouldn't have been able to do that without my parents helping me out with that. And Coach Corley definitely helped a lot too. He took on some of those same roles as my parents did during football. The off season, he would let me stay in the weight room an extra 30 minutes almost every day just so I could get my extra work in that I needed to do to become successful. And I appreciated that a lot. And also my teammates were probably a factor too. They would always pick me up when I was down, and a lot of them would work with me in the weight room, and it'd just be a great experience. And it just all came together and helped me get to where I am today.
And to be in this position that you're in today, Cole, what would you say to the guys at West Genesee that are trying to realize their dreams as well, or to people in Central and Upstate New York and across the country, across the world? When you have a dream and you believe in that dream and you want that to become a reality, you're living it. It's going to be a reality. It is a reality. What is your advice to somebody else who's maybe in a position right now where they have a dream, they're working toward it, but they're having some adversity?
You just got to control everything you can control. Like, there's some things you can't control. You can't control how talented you are, how athletic you are, but you can control how hard you work. You can control how much heart you play with, how tough you play. And if you do that, you're most likely going to be successful. If there's someone across the line from you in a football game and they just happen to be bigger than you and 60 pounds heavier than you, you're losing that part. But you can play harder than them. You can play with more heart than them. You can play tougher than them, and you can definitely work harder than them too. And if you work harder than everybody, you play harder than anybody, you play with more heart than anybody, you're gonna rise above everybody. And no matter who you are, where you came from, it's just gonna happen. You just can't give up, and you got to stick with it. And eventually things will go your way. You just got to work for it first.
And sorry, go ahead.
Just like a whole horse in the blinders mindset. You just got to chase your goals and chase your dreams.
And when you do that, to look out to Central and Upstate New York in general here, and just what your thoughts have been about, recruitment here. Like you said, you had to go out, you had to reach out and whatnot. Being recruited in Central and Upstate New York for football sometimes can feel like a job. It could feel difficult. It could feel hard. There's talent that is here in Central and Upstate New York. I get to speak with it. I get to be around it. I get to see it. I get to sit down and have a roundtable discussion at a restaurant about it like I've done with West Genesee. So what can you say about recruitment here? And do you find it to be very difficult to get noticed in Central and Upstate New York? Because you battled and you got yourself noticed. Do you think that this country should spend a little bit more time in our neck of the woods recruiting?
Yeah, it is pretty hard to get noticed up here. There's a lot. There's so many good players up here, and it's hard to notice everybody. Some people will not get noticed. I think you just gotta do everything you can to get noticed. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but for the people that just work hardest and do everything they can, something will happen for them. Something will click for them to get noticed. That's my opinion on it.
and that coming from Cole Wade, West Genesee to Springfield. Cole, I appreciate it. As always, appreciate you being a part of this broadcast. And before I let you go, I want to do something that I know we've done before called Rapid Fire. I'm going to ask you 3, and you can ask me 3. It's live radio. I have no idea what Cole's going to say. He has no idea what I'm going to say. Are you ready to get back on the hot seat like you were before?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
All right, perfect. Cole, first and foremost, my top question for you today, the one that we're going to jump off with, is if you could live with only one food and one food only for the rest of your life, what food would it be and why?
I got to go with rice because I just eat rice all the time, and it's pretty healthy food, and it's got a lot of carbs in it, so it'll fill you up, and you can put on condiments and stuff, like, I don't know, I put teriyaki sauce on my rice sometimes, and it's not too bad, so I could live off rice.
Okay, living off rice for the rest of your life. Cole, what is one movie you can watch on repeat for the rest of your life?
That's hard, because I watch a lot of different movies. I'm not sure. Any movie that's pretty funny I could watch over and over again. I'd probably still laugh at it, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't really have a movie in particular.
All right, fair enough. And my final question for you, Cole. What superhero best describes your life?
I'd say Captain America, because he had a pretty hard upbringing, correct? Right? Didn't he start off as like he was like a skinny little kid or something,
yeah.
And then I don't know the whole story, but something happened to him, then he just became Captain America, and he went from nothing at all to something great and awesome, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm in the middle of it. I'm trying to get to something great and awesome, coming from not much at all. So I'd say that describes my life.
All right, well, that's your 3, Cole. Now you have an opportunity. Speaking here with Cole Wade, going from West Genesee to Springfield College for this upcoming season, coming out of Central New York and finding success at that next level in the student side of things as well as on the football field. Cole, you got 3 questions. Put me on the hot seat. It's live radio. What do you got for me?
All right. If you had $1,000 to spend in 24 hours, what would you spend it on?
$1,000 to spend in 24 hours. $1,000. What would I spend it on? I would probably just pay off some debt. That's probably what I would do. I'd use it toward the goal of being debt free. I don't have a lot of debt, but I would say that we all have something. We all have a credit card or two, so I'd use it toward that.
All right. During breakfast, if you could never drink one again, would it be orange juice or milk?
Well, I would have to say I love orange juice, but I haven't been able to really drink it over the last few years because of the acidity of it. So I'd have to choose milk as a default. I drink almond milk, and if you take that Hershey's strawberry syrup, you can make some strawberry almond milk. That's awesome. So I guess I would have to choose almond milk because that's what I currently have.
All right, and I'm going to stay with the drinks. So besides water, if you could only choose to drink one thing for the rest of your life, what would that be?
One drink for the rest of my life besides water?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that's tough. I like flavor, so let me think here. One drink for the rest of my life besides water. I would probably say some healthy energy drink that doesn't have the sugar in it and whatnot, something that tastes good. I like vitamin waters, so I would say vitamin water. I like Body Armor as well, so whatever the healthiest one of that is, because it gives you a little bit of flavor, but then you don't feel bad about yourself after, and it helps your body, doesn't hurt your body. So I'd probably say Body Armor or vitamin water.
Yeah.
That coming from Cole Wade. So Cole, I mean, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite drink besides water?
I drink a lot of milk all the time. Chocolate, regular, I don't care. I'll just drink it.
Fair enough. So milk all the time for Cole Wade. Cole, coming from West Genesee Athletics, once again, West Genesee football, the defensive end that will be joining Springfield College in the upcoming season that we have here for 2019. Cole, as always, I appreciate it. I thank you for your time that I've had before when we sat down, and I thank you for your time this morning. And just understand that as long as you're willing to come here on the show, we will follow you all the way throughout your career. And I look forward to your first sack and your first opportunity on the field with Springfield.
Thank you.
All right, take care. I'll talk with you soon.
Yep.
That coming from Cole Wade once again. Cole Wade, West Genesee Wildcat, that will now be part of the Springfield Pride in Springfield, Massachusetts. And I know Springfield all too well because it's right where my family is, and where he'll be playing is not too far away, so I'll probably be able to catch a game or two of Cole Wade in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I think you should as well. With that being said, we underpromise, overdeliver here on the show. We're 9 to 11 a.m. We went until 11:08 this morning, so I will bid you adieu. Tell you to find us on Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at Call DT, and Instagram at wakeupcall_DT. We will be at the Wildcat Sports Pub tonight, 3680 Milton Avenue in Camillus, New York. Come out and see us at the Wildcat Sports Pub tonight as we peel back the orange less than 48 hours from when Syracuse defeated Duke on the road in Cameron Indoor for only the second time in ACC play. So join Syracuse alum Dale Shackelford, myself, Dan Tortora, tonight, January 16th at 6 p.m. at the Wildcat Sports Pub as we peel back the orange and talk Syracuse basketball with the fans. And then a week from today on January 23rd, also a Wednesday at 6 p.m., we'll be joined by West Genesee boys ice hockey, Frank Calabufo, and the team will be joining us at the Wildcat. So the next 2 Wednesdays for you are at the Wildcat. We're there tonight with Peeling Back the Orange, and next week with West Genesee boys ice hockey. Thank you to Cole Wade for being a part of the show today, as well as Coach Q every Wednesday during the season of Syracuse Orange women's basketball. We wish them the best as they have 2 games on the road before they come back home, and we look forward to hearing positives from them, and we will be with Coach Q on site on location on Tuesday, January 22nd from 6 to 7 p.m. before trivia at the PressRoom Pub in downtown Syracuse. And I also want to put a thanks out to Home Team Pub and Liverpool boys basketball, the Warriors, Ryan Blackwell, the head coach of the team, as well as Alex Rustin and Jake Piscino for joining me at Home Team Pub and for the special that we were able to air today. So thank you to all my guests. On tomorrow's show, we'll start off the broadcast as we always do on a Thursday. Papa Joe's Picks. We'll talk about college football and the NFL with Papa Joe. And we will, in the second hour of the show, get to fantasy football, get our thoughts on the teams that are playing well, get you set for the upcoming fantasy season. And if you're playing daily, we can get you set for the games as well. We'll speak about the divisional round and get you ready for the AFC and NFC championship games, number 1 versus 2 on both sides. My Chiefs pick is still alive as the number 1 Chiefs will take on the Patriots in Kansas City, Missouri, and my pick on the other side is still alive. The number 1 New Orleans Saints at home in the Dome against the Los Angeles Rams. So, my choice for the Super Bowl, my prediction for the Super Bowl is very much alive in this Final Four, just like it was last year. We'll see if I could get it right this time. Chiefs taking on the Patriots and the Saints taking on the Rams. Mike Sofka of Hall of Fame FantasyFootball.com will join me to discuss it. And in the meantime, make sure you go to wakeupcalldt.com, subscribe, become a member, and you can get all the information, all the articles, the videos, the shows, and you can listen into this show and every show that's on live with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora by going to wakeupcalldt.com and clicking on the RSS feed, TuneIn Radio, the iTunes link, as well as Podbean, Spotify, Stitcher, so many different ways to listen, YouTube, and you can catch us in all of those places, and obviously listen here Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Thank you all for your support in Central and Upstate New York. This is my hometown. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Macklemore said it right. Thank you all. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And thank you to everybody around the country and the world that listens in and watches throughout the week. I'll talk with you tomorrow morning, and I'll see you tonight at the Wildcat Sports Pub.